Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes and more on the humiliating stand down by Keir Starmer over the welfare cuts. I announced this last night, it was breaking news last night, that there would be this climb down, that he was going to offer sort of major concessions, was the announcement. However, turns out those major concessions aren't necessarily as major as at first thought. And it's the fact that he's caved at all has weakened him, probably beyond repair. This is another humiliation of a climb down, another U-turn from hell, as far as Starmer's concerned. He's still got the crunch vote. He's still got this face-off with the rebels, because a lot of the rebels are saying, thanks for the concessions, however, they don't go far enough. He reckons it's going to cost about £3 billion. Or at least, from what he said, it's likely to cost about £3 billion. Rachel Reeves, of course, hasn't got that £3 billion. She keeps going about, black hole, my haircut shit, black hole, you know. But it would, this concession would more than halve the total number of savings, but actually not benefit that many people. It's one of those weird ones where it's basically back of an envelope stuff. Yeah, that sounds good. Send it out. And only later they've realised how shit it is. That's where they're at now. Among the changes, as I mentioned, was the claim that no Brit currently claiming PIP will get a reduction in PIP. However, they don't say whether the PIPs will rise in line with inflation going forward. Changes also involve the top-up on universal credit. That will continue, again, but no confirmation that will go up in line with inflation either. There was a final concession, was that there'd be a review of the disability benefit entitlement. Now, the Lords have already said that they are going to amend. They're going to amend the hell out of this act before sending it back, which it will then have to basically be revoted on. And with all the Lords' amendments, they're deliberately amending it in such a way that nobody can vote for it in order to defeat it. So the Labour Lords will be responsible for defeating Labour's own policy. That's the claim. However, he's so antagonised his own backbenchers that a lot of them are saying, right, it doesn't go far enough, it's not enough, we're still going to reject it. Where Starmer has weakened himself is the threat to have a general election. And now that threat's gone away. So he's a man who's all puff and no bollocks, isn't he? He's all, yeah, we'll have a general election. Go on, let's have a general election. Oh, no, we won't have a general election after all, because I will lose. Oh, no. Afsana Begum, a Labour MP, has said that Oh, well, no, she's not a Labour MP at the moment, is she? She was suspended. Anyway, she said that these big highlighted giveaways announced are actually tiny, very small. She said very few disabled people will benefit and all this. Mel Stride, Conservative finance spokesman, shadow chancellor, if you will, confirmed that it's the latest list in a screechingly loud set of U-turns by a failing Labour government that can't get anything right. He says it's another unfunded spending reversal. Nobody knows where the money's coming from, least of all the Chancellor. He said it's panic stations at number 10. I think they're probably right. He said, but it just means that even more taxes will have to be applied in order to pay for it, because they can't make cuts anywhere else, can they? He got back from NATO on Thursday lunchtime. Apparently was doing the ring round, and the trouble with Starmer is he doesn't even know his own, he's got his head of cabinet, but beyond that he doesn't know anyone, doesn't know the backbenchers. That's number one. Number two, He doesn't have any interpersonal relationships. He can't phone up some backbencher and go, "Hi Jim, it's Keir. Listen, I hear you're going a bit soft on this welfare bill, mate. Look, I know you want to bring that early day motion in. How about this? I'll do you a deal, right?" Well, he can't do things like that because he hasn't got the bonhomie. He hasn't got the charm. I mean, for all the faults, Jesus, I loathe the man. Tony Blair had charm. He had personal charm. Bill Clinton, personal charm. You know, terrible president. You know, mind you, that said, if the worst thing that went on in the White House was a blowjob, can't really say is bad. You know, but anyway, but he had this personal charm. You've got to have personal charm if you're going to sway people. Starmer's got none. He's the Starmer Droid 3000. He's like a machine. I will do this, and then I will do this. I will work down my list. The whips are out. The whips are saying, look, you've got to allow these concessions to go through. If this doesn't go through, we're going to lose this government. Not the backbenchers saying, "We've already lost the government, you arseholes." There we go. Lucy Powell, she of the big teeth and who thinks that girls getting raped is fine. She's the leader of the Commons and a member of the Cabinet, of course. She said that the vote would go ahead. She's confirmed the vote will go ahead. You've got the Deputy Prime Minister confirming the vote would go ahead. And now you've got Starmer panicking. I don't think he wants the vote to go ahead, but he's been talked into it by all the people around him. I think all these people around Keir saying the vote's going to go ahead is deliberate. I feel that this is them pushing Keir over the cliff. I have a feeling he wants to pull this vote. But he can't now because he's had all his senior team around him. Oh, no, the vote go ahead. Vote go ahead. Vote's going to go ahead, you know. Vote go ahead, you know. The vote will go ahead, you know. And now he can't be seen to pull it. So he goes to the vote, he loses the vote, he's humiliated again. The pressure will ramp up and he'll have to go. I think those around him are using this vote to oust him. That wouldn't surprise me. Now, there's no doubt the welfare reform needs to happen. There are too many people claiming for too much. There's a lot of, should we say, corruption or thievery, fraud, etc. But that needs investigation, not a blanket, let's just get rid of everyone and, you know, see what happens. You know, investigate more. Those who need it deserve it. Those who don't need it, or phase it. You know, so you have different levels, maybe 5 different levels of phasing. Whatever. But at the end of the day, I think this is going to be disastrous for Keir. Can't help but laugh, can you? Thanks very much. Let me know exactly what you think. Take care. Bye.